What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. The woman formerly known as Rachel Dolezal was fired from her position as a teacher at the Catalina Foothills School District in Tucson, Arizona, after the district found out about the adult content she promoted on social media. Dolezal, who changed her name to Kechi Diallo in 2016, was a former NCAACP leader in Spokane, Washington, who faced national controversy for claiming to be black despite being born to white parents. Diallo's, formerly Rachel Dolezal, Instagram page contained a link to her OnlyFans account, and employers said they deemed it contrary to the district's social media policy. Diallo was hired by the district in August of 2023. She worked as a part-time after-school extended day instructor in the district's community schools program and as a substitute with Educational Services Incorporated, the district's contracted substitute provider, according to Julie Fabric, a spokesperson for the district. Despite Diallo having an OnlyFans account since 2021, Fabric said it was only recently brought to the district's attention. We only learned of Miss Nkechi Diallo's OnlyFans social media post this past afternoon. Her posts are contrary to our district's use of social media by district employees policy and our staff ethics policy. She is no longer employed by the Catalina Foothills School District. One of the rules regarding the use of social media by district employees says an employee shall not communicate in a manner that is unprofessional and would, quote, significantly and adversely impact the employee's work-related reputation. Well, it was Diallo, formerly known as Rachel Dolezal, who was swept into the national spotlight back in 2015 when her parents, who are white, came forward and said Diallo was not black. While the NCAACP stressed that this organization includes white leaders, critics slammed Diallo for presenting herself as black when she was actually white. During a television interview back in 2015 with NBC News, Diallo said that despite being born to white parents, she identifies as black. She said her hairstyle and tan skin led people to believe she was black, and she didn't correct them. Diallo, formerly Rachel Dolezal, told The Guardian in an interview that she believes race is a social construct. I feel like the idea of being trans black would be much more accurate than I'm white. Because, I'm not white. There's a perspective, there's a mentality, there's a culture. To say that I'm black is to say, this is how I see the world, this is the philosophy, this is history, this is what I love and what I honor. Calling myself black feels more accurate than saying I'm white. She was sentenced in 2019 for welfare fraud to community service and forced to pay back almost $9,000 she stole from government assistance. So, when you look at her history, it kind of tells you that she's not an honest woman. So she deceived many people within the NCAACP organization. She led people to believe that she was black when, in all honesty, she was white. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but at the end of the day, she has a pattern of deceit. The welfare situation, she wasn't honest with the people who employed her in Tucson. So I don't feel sorry for her at all. And I guess she sees herself as transracial. Look, man. I'm like this when it comes to the race thing, man. People want to be black, in my opinion, until they want to be black. They want to be black, but they don't want to be black. They want to be black, or they kind of like certain aspects of our culture, but when it comes to the negative things about being black in our society, and there are negative things that you have to deal with and you just got to live with, they don't want to hear that part. You know, when we talk about certain things about being black, they say, well, you know, stop complaining, you're in the best country in the world, blah, 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 blah. But when it comes to some of the positive things about our communities or about our people, you know, sometimes certain people want to pass, or they want to be deceitful, like her, and benefit from some of the positive things. For instance, the quotas or affirmative action. You don't think Rachel Dolezal benefited from that all these years as a white woman, when she could have been taking the place of someone who rightfully needed it, or could have used those opportunities, someone black or Hispanic or Asian, someone with a handicap? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's just how I look at it. You know, I don't feel no sympathy for her. But tell me what you guys think.